This is already from the Chronicle of Collapse. While fights are going on near the shops and hungry queues, cursing everything, are getting wet under the snow, some people, probably again by accident, are hauling away in trucks and dumping into the forest, into the mud under the snow. Fabulous shortages. In such quantities that you are amazed, where does all of this even come from here? In Sestroretsk, about 300 meters from Instrumentalshikov Street, there is a colossal dump of the most scarce shrimp meat sticks, a delicacy essentially, and with labels and price tags indicating the state price of these shrimps, 1 ruble 60 kopecks. As for the quantity, there is no need to say. You can see for yourselves. Ruin of a world war. And again, food. This time in a remote forest, already farther from prying eyes. 3 kilometers from Belustrov Station, in the Prigorodny Reserve, in a former anti-tank trench, countless goose carcasses were dumped here, apparently still fresh at the time. Plucked and dressed, some in boxes, some scattered along the slopes. Now, of course, they have spoiled, and it is almost impossible to count them. The stench is murderous, powerful, and nauseating for 100 meters around. But it is clear that there are not just 100 of these carcasses here. Who? What? Again a mystery, although honestly these mysteries are already tiresome, nightmares of the same quality and character as a year ago. The territory of BMP, Cold Storage Plant, number 3. From Zhytomyr, under one of the contracts signed by the city authorities, meat arrived, about 50,000 kilograms in rail cars. As soon as the sealed doors were opened, the big loaders fell back from the horrifying strength of the smell of rot. Of course, already that tan mold. Such an incredible smell, even they were not allowed to unload it. Can you imagine? Who is to blame here? As always, cannot be determined. Everyone blames each other. 50,000 kilograms of meat, naturally what is called not subject to restoration. Mass thefts from containers on the port territory apparently have a simple explanation. The containers, it seems, are deliberately arranged so that there is a gap between them, allowing a person to climb in. The Department of Internal Affairs for Transport, already losing composure, calls on the port management to move the containers together as they should be. Not only rail cars with watermelons are standing idle, but also with meat. There is information. Another suffering cry, essentially from the head of the October Railway, addressed to the chief official of the city. Total rail cars with meat, as stated in a certified telegram to the city's top official as of the morning of the 16th. 315, and in total 2,105 rail cars, of which 500 are with food cargoes. Using the now traditional tactic of a swift and sudden raid, or if you prefer, appearance, the film crew of Seconds witnessed open, brazen barbarism. An artificially created mass die-off of chickens at the poultry plant of the Kirov Meat Combine. In principle, all these shots could be understood without any commentary at all, even if shown in complete silence. What you see in a country where there is a chronic shortage of food, where every piece of chicken or other meat should be accounted for, is simply impossible to imagine. Here they die and rot without count, by the thousands. Hundreds of truckloads of magnificent healthy chickens are taken away. The piles of rotting chicken meat grow higher and higher, and the reason for this brutality is absolutely mundane. Why? Why are there so many dead chickens? Because the conveyor is not working. The conveyor has not been working for an entire week, and the birds are brought in constantly, and everyone knows about it. Have any been brought in just now? 4,000 birds have just been delivered by the poultry farm.